off-the-cuff gear review. I've been trawling through some of the emails that I've had, and I've noticed there's a couple in there about what the GPS I use. One that I use here is the Garmin Foretrex 401. Not a bad little GPS, very accurate. Hasn't got some of the features as some of the big ones like the sat map. They've got full-on maps built into it. This one basically bog standard, point A to point B, and it'll line of sight. It'll get you there. It'll give you up to a 10-figure grid reference. It's not a bad little compass, little sat nav. This is the old one that I used to use. This is the Trek Garmin. Very bit bulky, but still not quite as accurate as the 401. But you can also see the size difference in the two. So I thought I'd do away with that one, and I bought this one. This one, I think I paid about 130 something. I think it ranges from about 100 up to 160 something. I've seen these go for. There's two types of this one. You've got the 401 and the 301. With the 401, you've got the I think there's a heart rate monitor on there, electric compass, barometer, altimeter, all sorts of little extras that you get on this one that you won't get on the 301. So it's probably, I'd probably spend the extra few quid and go for the 401, if anything, because it's got the electric compass on it. With the unit itself, it's very small, very lightweight. I love the idea you can have it on your wrist. You can have it on your wrist, or you can actually attach it to your rig, or however you want, and then just flip it up. See what your grid reference is. Like I said, you can. What I normally set this up for is a 10-figure grid. Easy enough to do. Just scroll through. That's your different screens. That's your electric compass. When you first get it, you've got to calibrate it, and basically all you do is hit go. You kind of, it looks a bit daft, but you spin yourself or the compass round like this, and then that'll calibrate it and tell you which way north is. If you come out of that screen, you've got your elevation. On this one, you've got different screen on. You can have your location, time movement, bearings. Different, it's the same again there, but it's however you want to set it up. Speed, I just normally keep it on, as long as I can see my bearing. I'm happy with that, or my location. Flick onto the next screen, timer. This is where you do all your settings, waypoints, tracks, routes, setup. When it comes, I think it's set up more for civilian, so all I ended up doing is going into the setup. Wrong button, my bad. Going into it and then turn it so it's 10-figure grid, and it's more of a like the British Army with the way that I've done it, as you can see. British Ordnance Survey GB, speed, easy enough to do. It takes you a little while just to get used to it, to get around to it, but as far as the GPS goes, it's not a bad little one. I'd never use this one purely on its own. I'd always have my silver compass and map. Well, you'd have to have a map as well to get the grid off it. But not a bad little GPS for the price. What you pay is what you get. Tells you, like I said, where you are. Size of it is unbelievable compared to the size of my old one there. And that's about it. Not really a great deal. I know on this one you can strap this to your bike. You've got a heart rate monitor, all sorts. You can there's a USB cable as well, so you can link this up to your computer, save your data. I have read on the internet that people have tried it in the past and it's crashed the unit. And when they've got in touch with Garmin, they've said you've got to send it back to America under your own expense. So I'd leave it as it is and just get on with it. I hope this helped the guys that have asked me what GPS I've used. If I give this out of 10, if I give this a rating, I'd probably give this 8 or a 9 for a GPS. Absolutely superb little gadget. But like I said, never rely on a GPS 100%. Always refer back to your mapping compass if you can. And